I'm going to be honest, I actually think that Man United might be onto something with Højlund and Garnacho and Mainu as well, mainly. I'm enjoying every single game that I'm watching really recently with them three playing. I think they're quite brilliant the last four games. I mean, Højlund got 4 goals in his last 4 games, and Garnacho's doing well as well. Mainu just looks ridiculous in the midfield. Like, I don't know what it is about him, his movement, his agility. It's just the way he moves so cleanly across the pitch and carries the ball so well. Along with that, he's just so good at defending. It's one of them ones where I'm actually jealous, because I wish that we at Arsenal could pair him up with Declan Rice. That would be amazing, because every time I watch him, he's just brilliant. Like, he's so young as well. It's ridiculous. They're all young. Højlund as well. I think it's scary if Højlund does actually come into his own, because from the first game that I watched Højlund play, I could see how strong he was. He had like that strength that Haaland has in a way, not as much maybe, but he just was lacking the finishing. But this guy's 20 years old, so we're talking about someone who's 20 years old, and there's plenty more time to develop and stuff. That's absolutely no problem. But right now, if he's going to continue this form at this age, it's going to be a bit of a different scenario, I think, for Manchester United. And to be honest, when I'm looking at the league table, I'm quite shocked that they actually are so high, considering how much I've actually seen negative news about Man United and all Ten Hag stuff and players and problems and all this. I honestly did think that they would be a lot more worse off, but I haven't really been looking and tracking them as much in the league, because I didn't really think they were that much of a problem. But right now, I'm considering the fact that they could be. I mean, they're not far. I'm not saying they're going to win the league, but they're definitely in some type of race. I would say a top 6 race right now, personally, but in my opinion, I think Aston Villa are definitely going to drop off. I just don't see them really kind of having that type of go at it. I feel like there's been a few games as well where they have kind of messed up, but what they've done is this year is they took points off very, very big teams, so it's made it very interesting in the title race. I think I'm gonna have to kind of give Man United a little bit more props just for the way they've kind of got through all these problems that have been made public when they didn't need to be. I mean, Sancho went public, and now Rashford, and whatever else. It's not good for the club, especially when you're trying to get back into the swing of things. But I think he's done quite a good job, and I think a lot of people are talking a lot of stuff about Ten Hag, but I think what he's put together now is working. Obviously, I think Antony needs to go, but the attack of Garnacho, Højlund, and with Mainu in the midfield, and players like that when they're back and they're fit, with Rashford as well, I think they're doing very well. And I think, to be honest, there is going to be a very interesting conversation to be had over the next couple of weeks, because I do think that they're going to smash through the next couple of games. But it has been really fun to watch them, and I think their future is quite bright, to be honest. And it's hard to say that, but it's true. I think there's definitely some talent there. I mean, Garnacho, I see something there. Like, he is unreal, and it's not just the overhead kick talking. It's just the way he attacks players. I just really like it. I like his style, his flair. All these celebrations as well, they're just muggy. I just enjoy it. To be honest, I'm enjoying Man United play football right now. They're looking good, and the attack's sharp. If that carries on, then, there will be a conversation to be had. If I had to say if they have made the right decisions with signings and future prospects, I would have to say that I think they have.